Hi everybody, audience, just hang in there guys. मैं YouTube पे अपना जो session चल रहा है ना, I'm just trying to open that and then we'll roll. So. All right, yes, I think we are. Yep. The audience out there, thank you for joining us. I guess you all are cat aspirants out there या फिर आपके parents होंगे साथ में. So ये सोच लो कि next year around the same time you can be sitting over here with all of us. It's not exactly a roundtable conference or something. It's like probably, you can say a rendezvous with the toppers. So you can be the next one. And we would love to write your story in gold because these kids sitting over here are pure gold for us. They were with us during the prep journey. Some were there with some were there with us after taking the full course. Some were there with us as mock students. And along with the toppers, I have got Raj sir and Amit sir here with me, the two charming gentlemen.
Oh,
So thank you
thank
once
you.
again, everybody. Raj sir, Amit sir.
Hi, good evening, everybody.
Okay, so Kashish has also joined us. So good to see you. Hi, Kashish. All right, everybody, audience. So I am just kind of telling you guys that these toppers are here today. They are euphoric. They have made it. They have converted their results finally after even the interview thing. मतलब ये होता है ना, like you appear for CAT, you crack CAT, but then there is still that hurdle there. That is like आपका interview. So ये सारे बच्चे जो pretty charming faces यहाँ बैठे हैं, they have finally done it. एंड इनका करियर सेफ है
Some
अब
charming, some not so charming.
अब इनका करियर सेफ है सो
Correct.
आपको भी अपना करियर बनाना है सेफ दैट इज व्हाई वी आर सिटिंग हियर नॉट टू सेल यू एनीथिंग बट टू सेल यू ड्रीम्स not to sell you like courses or anything over here, just to sell you hopes and dreams and hard work. So once again a very warm welcome to everybody over here. I'll just take the names once क्योंकि उससे मुझे फील होता ज्यादा अच्छा वाइब्स आता है. कशिश, सम्यक, अर्का, अदिति, अंशी, सौम्यदीप, काशवी, ध्रुव. किसी का नाम तो छूटा है, ठहर जाओ. नहीं, राज सर अमित सर तो हैं अलग से, लेकिन और भी किसी का छूटा है. किसका छूटा है नाम? when I was taking the names. Okay, everybody, over to you now. Go ahead. Samyak can start and the others can follow. Say a quick hi to the audience and tell them where you are going. Go on, Samyak. You start.
Hi everyone, I'm Samyak. I'm from Mumbai and I'm going to IIM Bangalore.
Great. Awesome. Next, anybody, come on. Pipe in, guys.
So hi everyone. I'm Arka. I have converted FMS and SP, and I will be going to FMS.
Come
Hi
on.
everyone, I'm Kashish. I have converted SP and I'll be joining that.
Great. Next. Kashvi, you can speak.
Hi everybody, I'm Kashvi. I'm from Lucknow. I've converted IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Calcutta, and I'll be joining IIM Ahmedabad.
Go on, guys. Next.
Hello everyone, my name is Dhruv Ranjan. I'm from Noida, India, and I have converted SPJMR.
Hi guys, I'm Anshi and I'm also from Noida and I've converted SP.
Hi guys, I'm Aditi. I'm also from Noida and I've also converted SP that I'll be joining.
Okay,
Hi
guys.
everyone, I am Shomudeep Mukherjee. I'm from Durgapur, West Bengal, and I've converted Ahmedabad in Calcutta, and I'll be joining Ahmedabad.
Great. Awesome. I forgot to tell you guys, all the audience out there, हमारा जो ध्रुव है यहाँ पे, इसने ऑडियंस में बिठाया है किसी को पैसे देके. लिखा है मॉर्निंग स्टार ने वहां, ध्रुव लुक्स हैंडसम. मैं भूल गई थी, पहले हम सबको एक एक ऐसे ही बिठा लेना चाहिए था, है ना ध्रुव? Okay, are we done with all the intros so we can move on to Amit sir and Raj sir and then we can get the ball rolling?
So first of all, all the ones who are coming to SP Jain, welcome to Mumbai. If we ever get a chance, we'll catch up for a cup of coffee. Okay? So that will be nice.
And sometime back, that's the same thing I was saying to Samyak. He's coming from Bangalore. So that's what I said, that my home is like literally 18, 19, 20 some minutes from your institute. So just let me know. We'll catch up for a cup of coffee.
Yeah,
Wow.
same goes for SP Jain. SP Jain is like 20 minutes from my place.
Oh, how nice. How interesting.
Huh.
Okay. आगे, Raj sir. हाँ, are you there, Raj sir? We are waiting to hear your voice.
Yes, I'm here. I think my quota of speech is already done. Children know it. I've already spoken too much in the classes whenever I've interacted with children. Today is their time. They have gone through whatever they have and they have done well. I'm very happy. I'm very happy for those who could join the session today. Very happy who could not and still made it. And they're going to join various colleges, right? So I would love that these children speak. I hear them today. Okay. जितना बोलना था कुटाई करनी थी पहले कर चुका हूँ ठीक है सो आज मेरा नहीं इनका टर्न है प्लीज कैरी ऑन कांग्रेचुलेशन टू ऑल ऑफ यू एंड एवरीवन हु इज even if you have not made it you're listening to this you still have a lot of time lot of chances in different ways different manners and we'll keep speaking about that so आज आप लोग बोलिए I'll enjoy your thoughts and thank you so much for joining
Okay. So everybody, let's kind of get started with this point. What are your thoughts on where you are going? Like you made it so far, okay? You made it so far with like hard work or your parents coaxing or रात सर की गालियां or मेरी प्यारों भरी झुड़कियां or whatever, I don't know, ठीक है? So you made it this far with, of course, majorly with like your hard work. So हमें बस यही सुनना है कि like हर किसी ने किया क्या in the sense we are not going to delve into your routine and everything because we have done that umpteen number of times so far in like your short interviews and all. So we are not going to get into that boring stuff now. It's this iQuanta Sham आपके नाम. So we really want to hear from you. कैसा feel हो रहा है? And what message, दिल में कैसा वो क्या message आ रहा है कि भाई I'm Ahmedabad, here I come, watch out. ऐसा type वाला जो होता है ना, attitude, badass, bindas, खुशी वाला कैसा हो रहा है? This time I would want Anshi to start. Go on, Anshi. And meanwhile, the others, you can just kind of think of some 2 or 3 sentences on what I asked you. Anshi, go ahead.
So, ma'am, I think the day I got my SP result, I was actually exiting one of my other interviews. And I think I've spent most of my life in Delhi NCR. So the first thing that came into my mind is that आप Bombay आ रहे हैं.
Oh my God, right. Correct.
And I think I'm really excited for, experiencing the entire MBA journey on campus, visiting various places in Mumbai, like visiting Amit sir as well.
राज सर भी मुंबई में रहते हैं आपको पता है?
यस मैम मुझे एक्चुअली बहुत टाइम पे प्रिपरेशन के टाइम पे आई यूज्ड टू रिमेम्बर जब भी राज सर ऐसे इस क्लास की स्टार्टिंग के 5-10 मिनट हम लोग को डांटते वाटते थे
हाँ
ये मोटिवेशन कुछ नहीं होता है डिसिप्लिन होता है चुपचाप आके पढ़ाई करो अपना
हाँ
तो आई थिंक मैम वो आई मेड इट वाला मोमेंट तो आया ही था एंड अब देखते हैं आगे जो भी होगा 2 साल वो तो मेहनत तो करनी है बट यस काफी ऐसा एक होता है ना रिलीफ वो आया था जब मेल आई फाइनली
I like that thing. Oh, आप मुंबई आ रहे हैं. Okay. Alka?
So in fact, ma'am, just SP Jain is one of the few places or few colleges in Mumbai which actually has a campus.
True.
Means obviously it's still nothing compared to anything in a Bangalore or an Ahmedabad or something.
IIM's
But
वाला
still,
campus
it's one of the places which has some space. There is space around it. It's like a big, huge campus. This may be half some builders have taken over. That's okay. But still, there is some place. It's one of the few. But if you go to any other college in Mumbai, it's just a building. Whether you reach Jamalal Bajaj, whether you reach NMIMS or wherever else you reach, it's just a building.
True. So, Arka, would you like to speak next?
So to add upon Raj sir's, no, Amit sir's point, मैं जिस कॉलेज में जा रहा हूँ वो भी एक बिल्डिंग ही है उसमें भी कैंपस नहीं है बट वही बोलते हैं ना छोटा पैकेट बड़ा धमाका तो FMS दिल्ली इज वन ऑफ सच कॉलेजेस और जिस दिन FMS का रिजल्ट आया था वो रात के 1 बजे आया था इट यूजुअली कम्स बाय 11 PM तो हम मतलब मैं और जो बाकी लोगों के साथ मेरी बातचीत हो रही थी वी आर कॉन्स्टेंटली रिफ्रेशिंग इट द पेज कि कब आएगा और जब आया एंड आई सॉ माय नेम इन द लिस्ट इट वाज अ मोमेंट दैट आई कांट एक्सप्लेन और मैंने उसी टाइम मतलब रात के 1:30 बज रहे थे तब तो मैंने पापा को कॉल किया मम्मी को कॉल किया एंड दे वर एक्साइटेड टू मतलब वो सो रहे थे एंड बट द इमोशन इन देयर वॉइस वाज प्रीटी एविडेंट so these are moments that can't be explained in words but yeah now that I'm going into FMS and I wish that I will enjoy the full 2-year MBA journey
Yes.
and will of course gain a lot of peer group, successful peer group, and quality people I will meet there and make the best out of it.
वो ये सीरियसली पता, यू शुड लुक फॉरवर्ड टू द जर्नी एवरीबडी. आई सिंसियरली होप यू आर लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू दैट कि भाई वो जॉब तो मिलेगी, एंड में मिलेगी मिलेगी नहीं मिलेगी वो अलग सी बात है, बट जो धमाल मचाना है, बिकॉज प्रोबेबली दीज आर गोइंग टू बी द लास्ट 2 years ऑफ योर स्टूडेंट लाइफ यार. उसके बाद कितना ही पढ़ते रहोगे, डॉक्टर थोड़ी है कि जिंदगी भर पढ़ते रहेंगे, राइट? सो यप, दैट्स अ गुड फीलिंग. चलो काशवी, नेक्स्ट, लेट्स हियर इट फ्रॉम यू.
For me, it was like I was just coming out of college because I had like a long day at college. It was like around 5 p.m. I came out of college and my WhatsApp started like getting spammed. So I was like, what is it? I opened my phone and I see messages, IIM Ahmedabad result out. I was like, मुझे नहीं देखना. I just sat, I went back to my PG because I live in a PG. So I was like, नहीं, मैं नहीं देखूंगी. I'm just sitting in that denial for like 15 minutes कि आ गया, मुझे नहीं देखना, मुझे नहीं देखना. Then finally, I was like, obviously, I can't escape from it. I opened my laptop, I logged into the portal, and I saw that I have converted. My first reaction was I just immediately started crying because even Amit sir knows, even Raj sir knows. I said that during the toppers meet that we had back in January as well, that I have been manifesting Ahmedabad like crazy. Like Ahmedabad was my wallpaper. All I talked about was IIM Ahmedabad. So for me, it was like a crazy dream come true. At that immediate moment, I called my friend and I just said, "Ho gaya." And even she understood कि IIM Ahmedabad हो गया.
क्या, हाँ, क्या हो गया?
She understood that I've gotten through IIM Ahmedabad. She came crying into my room. She's crying for my result. Both of us are crying. Then I call my parents, and my mother starts crying. That, oh my God. And it was just such an amazing feeling. And I'm just really looking forward to the entire MBA journey that I'm going to have for the next 2 years, because IIM Ahmedabad is just going to be an entire phase of life in itself. Because, you know, we also have a group chat with IIM Ahmedabad people. Soumya represented as well. And the amount of talking, you know, we've already made plans कि अच्छा रात को ऐसे करेंगे, पढ़ाई ऐसे करेंगे, पार्टी ऐसे करेंगे, सारे plans अभी से बन चुके हैं.
Oof, how nice is that? I mean, that is something to look forward to. Acha, you mentioned manifestation. You actually believe in manifestation?
Yes.
Same here. I do. Okay, great. That was great listening to you. Who wants to go next? Come on, guys. You decide. हमको बस सुनना है आपका, like, you know, heartfelt thing. Kashish, you want to speak?
Yes, definitely. I'll go next. So as soon as the results came out, I think the results came out around 4 p.m.-ish, if I'm not wrong, because like SP is the best college in terms of releasing their results. They just release it super early and they don't make you wait so much. So yeah, I mean, we were all awaiting those results because it was one of the first results that was supposed to come out in terms of the entire list of colleges that we appeared for, all the interviews, etc., etc. And yes, but then since 12, we were actually waiting because I think first they released the wait list and then they released the actual, the converts and all of those things. So we were actually waiting. There was a blur, congratulations, that I could actually see through. But then since I was reloading the page, I was just not sure. So I just kept my count till 4. But then as soon as it released, I was just super happy and on cloud 9, and I was like, yes, this is it, and the next 2 years are going to be amazing. I'm a CA, so I have missed out on a lot of like good college life is what I feel. So the next 2 years will be great, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Amazing, amazing. You know what? I really like your voice. It's like
Thank
very
you so much.
expressive, you know. So I think you must be in debate societies and all. Like, I don't
Yes,
know.
I have been a public speaker since I was a kid, and I have literally like lived on your live sessions. I prepared in I think 3.5 months. So I was like, your live sessions at 9 p.m. were
Oh,
the key.
thank you so much for giving me that much of importance. Chalo, okay. All right, cool. Next one. Yeah, come on.
I'll
You
go
all
next, if
have to
that's
be
fine.
proactive. Come on, speak, guys.
Okay, I'll go next, if that's okay.
Yeah.
So I think mine's very similar to a few of those around. As always, SP was coming around a day that I was sitting for another interview. And I remember I entered the hall and I immediately got the text that it's out. And then people behind me, some of them are crying because they probably got rejected. Some of them are happy or they're just waitlisted. Some of them are not it's not showing anything for them. And all this while I was actually texting Anshi because she was at another interview and we were like, can you see? Tujhe dikh raha hai? And I was like, मैंने तो खोला ही नहीं है. Anshi is like, you should open it. I was like, मैंने नहीं खोला है, नहीं मैं खोलूंगी, because I still had the entire interview process to go through, right? So I was like, I'm gonna wait. And I think those 2-3 hours were probably like a very fine moment of self-restraint from me. I have not checked, I've not spoken to anyone about the result. I just sat through my GD, sat through my interview process, and it's only after I came out did my mother text me. She's like, you just made it. And I was like, that was it. We video called right there at the hotel. We were having like a whole moment. I texted Anshi. I was like, I'm in. She's like, I'm in. And then we were just
You texted Anshi bole to? You both have known each other for like
yeah,
some
for a
time.
few years now. We were in college together.
Oh,
Bachelors,
okay.
yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
we actually got to know each other again because of iQuanta. Because we saw each other in a mock interview and we were like, oh my God, it's the same girl. And then we just kind of bonded again. So, that is also to thank iQuanta for, I guess. But yeah, I think overall it was a really good experience in a way. It was like almost like a good end to the past one whole year, like, of stress, of
right.
whatever feelings that were around. So I think, yeah, just looking really forward to the next 2 years.
Are all the girls done?
Please.
Yeah, done, I guess. Come on, boys. Be a little more outspoken. That's what you like.
I can start if it's all right.
Go on, just speak. You're Gaurav, right?
Yes, ma'am.
नहीं गौरव पहले तो मुझे एक चीज बता तू why did you get late joining the session तू तैयार हो रहा था
No, I was actually in an IMB meet. So that happened in Hyderabad today, and we were meeting a lot of alumni and the faculty members and all of that. So it took a lot of time. You had to end at 5:30, but it took 7:15, something like that.
Okay,
So yeah, that's why. Really
All
sorry
right.
for that.
Go on, please. There's nothing for
Yeah.
that to sorry. Go on, speak.
Yeah, I would say it was a really difficult journey for me. It has been 2 years, more than 2 years, because this was my second serious attempt for CAT, and I was actually preparing for CFA L1 and L2 back then. And this year as well, on first Feb, I had CFA L3. So I was preparing for CFA CAT, and I am in investment banking right now. So that was really hectic. I've been on 3 to 4 hours of sleep for last 2 years. So I only know the kind of things that I've given up for it. And but in the end, I think everything's worth it. I have joined IIM Bangalore.
You not mentioned your convert. What was your convert?
Yeah, IIM Bangalore. It is actually.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, had got a call from Ahmedabad as well, but I was not able to clear it. And I've been waitlisted by FMS as well. But I think IIM Bangalore is where I will be going. It's one of the finest institutes in the world, in the country.
So Samyak is going to be your classmate.
Yes, I just saw that. Hey, Samyak, how are you?
All right. Whoever else is left, chalo guys, come on.
All
Amit,
right,
sir, you can handle the next bit.
Samyak can take it up. Samyak can start. Since we just spoke about it.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, I think when the results came in, I think I was probably watching YouTube or something on Netflix, because at that time all of my interviews were over and I was just kind of relaxing. So I saw on my WhatsApp that the IIM Bangalore is out. So I saw the email. I got the email. I think I was again one of the lucky ones who got the email first. So I checked the email I got in, and I immediately went to my mummy, told her that, okay, IIM Bangalore converted. So she was like, wow, yeah. And like even she knows that about all of the grind that I've been through for the last few months, for CAT prep as well as for the entire interview process. So even she was a bit emotional. Then I called my father, and he immediately said that, okay, stay there, I'm coming home. Because I think it was at 4:30ish when the results came in. So he usually comes at 7 o'clock, but he was home by 5:30 or something. So that was something. But yeah, I'm really excited. I want to spend. So in the IIM Bangalore meet that happened, even I went there. So a lot of people are asking a lot of questions about pertaining to academics, internship placements season. And one thing that the faculty members and the alumnus told us that have an open mind when you come to IIM Bangalore, because like don't stress yourself out too much, because you are in IIM Bangalore, you will obviously do good. So be chill, relax a bit, come here, study properly. You'll end up good in life. So yeah, I'm hoping to end up good in life as well.
Cool.
All right, shall I go next?
Of course.
Yes. So for me, it was a journey of 2 years. It was a journey of testing my patience, resilience, finally coming to an end, and now it's the beginning of a new journey altogether. So after two CAT attempts, four GMAT attempts, and again a number of other interviews and balancing work and job, full-time job, I think now finally I'm getting to reap the results of it, of all the hard work. So it's been it's been some journey. I think it's taught me a lot. So I still remember the day, March 20th, when the results came. So that dashboard would not load. So we were trying to find out, different ways to see the results. Some were trying to inspect the element, change the source code, whereas some were trying to, control F and then search for congratulations. So I did that, and there was a one by one result of congratulations found. So that gave me some hopes. Now, when the results officially came, I was, of course, very much relieved. But more than me, my parents were very happy. My mom was quite emotional, rather. So I think it feels good when you finally get to see the results of your hard work. So I'm quite thrilled, and actually I'm someone I consider kind of an underdog because I was not aiming for IIM Ahmedabad, Bangalore, or Calcutta. SP was a dream college for me, and converting it again still feels very surreal. So yes, looking forward to joining some amazing minds, yeah, bright minds of India, and again it's going to be some journey. Excited.
Can I start? So mine was similar. Like I just finished my FMS interview, and on the 13th, when Ahmedabad results came, and all of many people we know, like Swastik and Mol, were there in Delhi. So like when the site began to change in Ahmedabad, like the results will be there was reloading in the site. So we were like thinking that maybe we should skip the interview. I was thinking of that, like it's too much pressure before the interview, so maybe I should, because Ahmedabad wala result was something which was having a lot of pressure. But I thought, okay, let's leave it. Let's result will come later. Let's just take the interview. Let's just reach the airport, because I had to travel back to my home at evening time pe. And me and my father were there, and in the like waiting area, the result, when I was waiting for the flight and I was about to board, at that time the results came for Ahmedabad, and like I was in the line to just enter the flight, and I just broke the line and came out. I told my dad, he also came out. We called my mother, and like it was a very emotional moment for both of us and for my mother as well. Because like for me, it was, I never thought that I will convert Ahmedabad in my first attempt, like immediately in the first attempt after my college. I thought maybe I have to take another attempt, because it was not, it is never in your mind that you will convert Ahmedabad when you're taking the CAT, because it was always a stepwise process. First the CAT results came out, it was good, but then also there is a moment, there is a thing of like contention that whether it will happen or not, and so there was always a doubt. But when the results came, you watch that congratulation word when they come, that everyone is talking about, that congratulations word, you have been accepted. So I was like focused on the word accepted and rejected. I was reading it fire, like I reloaded it 5 times. I was reading it. I told my dad to watch it, to see it again, to read it again. But yeah, when it happened, when the moment sang down, I was very happy. And like on the whole flight, I was like blabbering with my dad, like this happened, that happened. My father was asking, what did you tell in the interview that you got converted? So it was a very like emotional and as well as a very happy feeling for me when I converted.
Cool. Great. Is anyone else left? Otherwise, over to you, Amit sir.
So, okay, I'll just ask one general question. People can answer how they feel about it and all that. You know, just tell me one thing. Do you feel today all the effort was worth it? Means whatever you've given up on life in the last 1 year, 6 months, I'm sure you have to give up something or the other, right? You can't live a regular, normal life like how you've been living all your life. This last 6 months, 1 year, something had to change in your pattern. Today, do you feel that, yeah, it was definitely worth it? You tell me, come on. Anybody. There's no way I want somebody to go first, second, whatever. Anybody wants to
More than
talk?
worth it, sir.
Yeah, it was definitely worth it. Like 1 week before CAT, my friends went on an international trip which I had to miss because CAT के एक हफ्ते पहले कैसे जा सकता हूँ. So, and after that, converting IIM Bangalore then like made it all worth it actually.
Yeah. Now for that student exchange program, you can
So
make
yeah.
it
So
clean.
in fact, I was just going to say that one of my ex-students from IIM Bangalore only, he now runs a very good startup, so much older now. I remember him coming and telling me, sir, through my students exchange program and all, during that IIM Bangalore course, 2-year course, he had visited some 17 countries.
Ooh, nice.
तो बोलते सर हमने तो बहुत वो 2 साल ऐसा लगता है मजा ही किया है.
Cool.
So I'm sure that's all going to be worth it now. That one trip is not a big deal. Anybody else? Overall, on a daily basis in life, what did you skip? What means अपने schedule में से क्या निकाला, क्या रखा? How does that work for you all?
I think
Anybody?
for me it was that my office was a bit far away from my home, and for the mock part I had to wake up early. Like I have also told so many times that I have to wake up at 4:30, take the mocks from 5:30 to 7:30, then rush to office. So for that, sleep was a thing that I really skipped on because I had to come back from the office, analyze the test, what was gone wrong and what was right. Go to the watch the application class, then go to sleep, and then so it was a schedule that went on for 6-7 months continuously, and for that it was tough obviously because sometimes the mock didn't go well, and it was like why am I doing this? It was always a moment of doubt, but ultimately keep going at it even if the results are not coming. Ultimately when the results actually come, you feel that like all of the hard work, all of the bad results also previously, that all of them are worth it, because at the end you get to a stage when you're like, yeah, I have done it. It's done.
So this is a good point for, if any of the CAT 26 students are watching this now, a lot of working professionals during the AMA or during the counseling keep asking us, sir, how do we manage? So this is one place where you just hear what he just said, getting up at 4:30, writing a mock from 5:30 to 7:30. Well, that is how you really manage. I think
But for
that's
that,
like
but for that,
really commended.
you really need nerves of steel, like
Yeah,
Soumya. I mean, you have to be determined for that.
that's
So,
nice, Amit.
हाँ, so time management की जहाँ बात कर रहे हैं अमित सर, तो seriously guys, I mean, the audience out there, सबसे पहला तो आपका step होना चाहिए, get started with the classes. I mean, some concept classes, some concepts you need ना. अभी देखो जैसे कशिश अडवाणी ने थोड़ी देर पहले बोला, of course I remember her name vividly from my classes, लेकिन उसने बोला कि she used to live on those classes because उसको वो concepts देते थे, ठीक है, वो classes में मिल रहा था उसको वो. So next week we are starting our regular classes for batch 2. So those of you who are yet to start classes really need to get enrolled for that. उससे आप स्टार्ट तो करो, उसके बाद तो फिर ठीक है, वन आफ्टर द अदर, थिंग्स विल फॉल इन प्लेस एंड यू विल बी एबल टू डू टाइम मैनेजमेंट एंड सब कुछ हो जाएगा. बट वही है कि यू हैव टू स्टार्ट समवेयर, और वो स्टार्ट समवेयर के और हाँ, एक चीज यहाँ पे और बोलूंगी मैं सबको, आई एम श्योर यू गाइस विल अग्री विथ मी. कई बार ऐसा होता है ना कि वी स्टार्ट वी वेट फॉर दिस थिंग. आई वांट टू स्टार्ट इन अ परफेक्ट वे. आई वांट टू स्टार्ट ओके व्हेन चांद चमक रहा है, सूरज चमक रहा है, घर में तितलियां घूम रही हैं, हवा चल रही है. आई वांट टू स्टार्ट ऑन दैट परफेक्ट डे. वो परफेक्ट डे तो कभी आता ही नहीं है मेरा तो. सो दैट इज व्हाट आई हैव लर्नड इन लाइफ कि गेट स्टार्टेड, परफेक्शन विल कम.
So I have a very standard reply to when should a lot of students ask me when should I start, sir? What is a good time to start? हमेशा एक ही आंसर होता है, today.
Today, yes. There's no time like today. आज
Yeah.
आज ही हमारे पास है
Start
भाई.
today, that's
आज
it.
स्टार्ट करो. Raj sir, over to you.
अरे क्यों बच्चों को भी फंसा रहे हो और मुझे भी फंसा रहे हो? अच्छा वाला सुन रहा हूँ मैं, इतनी प्यारी प्यारी बातें. It usually doesn't happen when I am around.
नहीं
So
तो
I'm
वही,
enjoying this situation, है ना?
आज आप
And,
झुटकियां नहीं दे रहे हो तो आप बैठे हुए हो फ्री, तो इसलिए हम आपके मुंह से कुछ और सुनना चाहते
हाँ, बस ये जो मैं वही चीजें बोलता हूँ, but maybe the way will be different. So I'll repeat the same thing. How many of you just woke up every day कि चलो आज कुछ करते हैं, IIM अहमदाबाद चले जाएंगे या एसपीजे चले जाएंगे? हाथ उठा के बताओ जल्दी जल्दी. कितने लोग ऐसे हैं जिन लोगों ने बड़ा हैप्पी गो लकी? मैं जानना चाहूंगा कि आप में से कौन कौन ऐसा है जो हैप्पी गो लकी उठा और उठ के कुछ कुछ कर दिया और आज एसपीजे जा रहा है या अहमदाबाद जा रहा है या कोलकाता जा रहा है कोई ऐसा? इज एनीवन देयर? यस नो कुछ बोलो भाई. अब मुझे बुलाया तो यही सब सवाल होंगे मेरे.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Everything
नहीं?
came from
ऐसा
sacrifices.
तो नहीं है.
हैं. सही.
ओके, आप में से कितने लोग ऐसे हैं जो फर्स्ट डे मॉक में 99 लेके आए और उसके बाद कंसिस्टेंटली 99.5 99.9 100 तोड़ फोड़ मचाया और लास्ट में भी मचाया? हाउ मेनी ऑफ यू आर देयर? बोलते जाओ,
No,
फटाफट
sir.
करो, दूसरे
No, sir.
दूसरे बच्चे
No,
सुन रहे हैं,
I
सुनना
think no
चाहते हैं।
one.
No,
Sir,
sir.
I never had 99 percentile in any of the mocks. Never
वाह,
had it.
फैंटास्टिक फैंटास्टिक। ठीक, मतलब मैं नॉर्मली आमतौर पे ठीक ही बोलता हूँ क्लास में जो बोलता हूँ, नहीं? ओके, दूसरा तीसरा एक और चीज है। तीसरा एक और चीज भूल गया मैं, अभी जिस दिमाग में आया था कि हाँ, आप में से कौन कौन ऐसा है जो एकदम शॉर्टकट्स पे ही काम करता था और कैट में तबाही मचा गया?
I didn't use shortcuts. I like using basic methods because shortcuts is just like memorizing extra formulae which I didn't like because they
Same,
were
sir.
very specific. So
क्योंकि एग्जाम में भूल गए तो फिर फंस जाएंगे और सिचुएशन और खराब हो जाएगी।
shortcuts
फाउंडेशन
will fail
क्लियर
you.
नहीं होगा
So
तो एग्जाम्स में लग सकता है, अगर मतलब बैंड बच सकता है अगर
And
फाउंडेशन
there are
क्लियर
no
नहीं होगा।
shortcuts in
शॉर्टकट्स
baking.
किसी और सेक्शन के प्रेशर में आ गए और आपका टाइम मैनेजमेंट नहीं हो पाया तो वो शॉर्टकट्स तो याद आएगा ही नहीं, और फाउंडेशंस भी क्लियर नहीं हुआ तो वो तो गया।
तो क्या करना चाहिए? शॉर्टकट्स के पीछे लोग भागते रहते हैं। देयर आर थाउजेंड्स ऑफ चिल्ड्रन हु आर जस्ट वरीड अबाउट गेटिंग सम कैप्सूल, गेटिंग सम मेडिसिन, कोई चमत्कारी दवाई दे दो बाबा की, या
कोई
कुछ
अंगूठी
मतलब
अंगूठी
हाँ, अंगूठी दे दो या कोई चीट शीट दे दो। क्या बोलो उनके बारे में, कुछ
तो
बताओ, उनको कुछ
आपका
सजेस्ट
क्लास
करो।
अटेंड करना चाहिए सर।
I think basics matter a lot. You should build a strong foundation, conceptual foundation. There's no going ahead without that.
I think if you solve enough number of questions, you will be able to solve this question using basic steps faster than using formula, I think. Or at the same time, at the same amount of time.
true.
एक फाइनल चीज, आई थिंक ऑल ऑफ यू आई हैव मेट और सीन. Samyak is one child that I have not met, but I think Samyak was there last year, full year he prepared. Am I right, Samyak?
Yes, sir.
And this year also he prepared for full year.
Yeah.
तो क्यों ऐसा क्यों नहीं हुआ कि मतलब पिछले साल नहीं हुआ तो चले जाते डिप्रेशन वगैरह में? आजकल तो चल ही रहा है, ट्रेंडिंग है।
Hashtag depression.
I mean, depressed होके कुछ होने नहीं वाला था ना. I wanted to go into B school. Being depressed wouldn't have gotten me there. So कुछ फायदा नहीं था depressed होके. So might as well start preparing again.
तो ऐसा क्या कर दिया कि पिछले साल नहीं हुआ इस बार हो गया? व्हाट एग्जैक्टली डिड यू डू?
पिछले साल एक्चुअली मेरा DLR काफी गंदा था. So this year I practiced better. I started analyzing better, and so I got better marks in all the sections. But DLR में काफी increase हुआ because last year I only had like 90 percentile in DLR. This year I had like 98.43, which is good for me.
चलो, so I think this is the maximum positive that I can speak, which I have done, है ना? आमतौर पे ऐसे देखा नहीं होगा मुझे ऐसे बात करते हुए, काफी लंबा हो गया अभी तक बिना किसी की पिटाई हुए. So all the best, congratulations to all of you guys, and ultimately वही मेहनत जो करेंगे. And in fact, what I am, see, I don't know, मैं hold नहीं कर पाता हूँ. Please understand that you guys are like 1 out of 4 or 5 people, है ना? Those who are capable, those who are good, those who are genuinely good. अब उसमें से 25% लोग हैं जो फाइनली हु कुड मेक इट, है ना? सो माय पॉइंट इज ऑलवेज दैट इवन चिल्ड्रन हु आर वाचिंग नाउ, कि आप पहले उस 4 या 5 में तो पहुंचो, तो आपका वो चांस बनेगा टू बी द फाइनल वन टू गेट सिलेक्टेड फाइनली. यू नो, जस्ट रिमेंबर दैट जो बच्चे सेलेक्ट हुए इस बार 3000 4000 बच्चे, सिर्फ वही अच्छे थे? नहीं, ऐसा नहीं था. सेम कैपेबिलिटी, सेम टेम्परामेंट, सेम मेंटालिटी, सेम माइंडसेट के कम से कम 15,000 रहे होंगे. दिस इज माय एस्टिमेट out of entire 3 lakh. The first target should be to get into that those 15-20,000. And there obviously luck work में मैं उतना नहीं मानता, but हाँ कुछ चीजें होंगी शायद. But something is not there in your control. Most of the things are not there in your control. But yeah, your first target should be to get into that 20,000, top 20,000. And that requires a lot of work, a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifices, unannounced sacrifices that I keep saying, unfelt sacrifices. If there is a sacrifice that you can count, bullshit, that is not going to be really useful. So yes, just keep working. Look at their faces, their eyes, their smile. That says everything. I think it takes a lot of hard work, and I know each one of
Everybody's
you.
got a smile on their face. That's what I was seeing from so long. Everybody's got such a nice smile on their face.
इनको पता है
Yeah.
सर कैसी फीलिंग आ रही है? हो गया फाइनली, लाइक हम सिक्योर है. आप बोल लो, कुछ भी करवा लो, हमें कुछ भी बोल लो, ऐसा टाइप उनकी वो हो रही है। अच्छा,
Yeah, that's it. I
देवाशीष,
think I will stop now. है ना? Please carry on, ma'am.
देवाशीष पाटिल एक है ऑडियंस में. He has got a question for Soumya Deep. So before the question gets lost, let me ask it. Soumya Deep सर ने जॉब छोड़ी थी क्या last 6 months में to focus more on CAT? Soumya Deep, please go ahead.
No, I was preparing with my job. I left. Actually, I resigned last week only after the Ahmedabad results came. I'm in my notice period currently. So I was continuously preparing with my job because job for me was like a stability factor. Because for me, according to my family background, I couldn't have like left my job on one hand and started preparing full time. And second of all, in interviews you get a question like if you have a gap year or something, you get a question that why do you have a gap year? And for me, if I had a gap year, I probably could not have defended it properly in the interviews also. So I would always say that if you are having a job and if you are able to manage your studies along with job, never leave your job, I would say, and always prefer preparing along with your job because most of them, because I've met many people, all these interviews, many of them are already like preparing with their jobs and have all converted brilliant colleges. And so I don't think it's a mandatory thing to leave your job and then prepare.
Okay, Devashish, I hope you got your answer. Acha, just out of curiosity, I'm asking, आप में से सब में से was anybody earlier like a bad egg? कि मतलब like जो कहते हैं ना backbencher, running out and not attending classes or something, and family had given up on you, and then suddenly you turned 180 degrees and then you showed the family, okay? ऐसा कोई भी नहीं होगा ना, consistent होंगे सारे के सारे, good at studies, good at everything. So the message I'm trying to pass on to the audience over there is like you need consistency. बट आप में से कई लोग ऐसे होते हैं जो अभी वरी करते हैं इस चीज पे. अगर मैं काउंसलिंग सेशंस भी लेती हूँ ना, आई एम बॉम्बार्डेड विद दीज. मेरा प्रोफाइल लाइक 7 8 9 9 8 7 7 8, ऐसा लगता है 3 डिजिट वाला कोई परम्यूटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन खेल रहे हैं. मेरा कहना यहाँ पे ये है, प्लीज, दैट इज ऑलरेडी डन. दैट्स नो मोर इन
Exactly.
कंट्रोल. It's done. Those of you who are in your final year can still save like a little bit, whatever is left. But otherwise, it's done. So now you have to look forward to what is there in your hand, and that is CAT ka percentile and your interview. I really feel sad when students start worrying too much about what should I add on my CV, what certification courses should I do, what should I do to make my CV weighty. मैं कहती हूँ भाई कुछ मत करो. तो ये बहुत आते हैं मेरे पास questions. What do you guys have to say on that? The toppers, आप लोग बोलो. I mean, that was my point of view. So whatever you think, go ahead. I mean, देखो, ये नहीं कह रही हूँ कि हाँ, you shouldn't be an achiever. But people who have completed the graduation, they already have a profile. अब उसको क्या करेंगे ये?
At least, ma'am, before giving CAT, I joined an NGO so that even if I do convert CAT, I still have something else, like apart from my work ex and all the degrees that I have had and everything. And in fact, if you can get a live project or something, it would be beneficial. Because if in case you actually do convert and you get into IIM, तब फिर matter करे, because then all the 500 600 people, they are from same background, like
Right.
सब IIM में ही हैं, तो
Correct.
what difference can you get?
So yeah,
What
what is it that sets you apart wala type?
exactly, what
Don't-
validation can you do now?
So don't you think, Gaurav, you can actually be noticed with your interview answers? Isn't that possible?
Because CVs get shortlisted on a lot of things, and you have to present them a holistic kind of a person.
Right.
You are not just one who sits in a room and keeps on doing just working on its education and nothing else. You should have some hobbies. If you have some kind of medals or any kind of certifications, any kind of sports that you play, that would
Yeah.
be some validation. But definitely 99% is your CAT. Focus on studies. ये सब तो बाद में matter करेगा.
Yeah, but yeah, I agree with what you're saying. Like it's always good to have some things on your CV, but consider that the student is now 7 months away from CAT. Okay. And now he doesn't have the time to go and join that NGO thing or do anything else, as you said, because then he'll be riding 2 3 boats. Okay. So at this juncture, what should the student focus on more? This will help clarify a lot of doubts.
So in
First,
fact,
he
that's
should
similar
know
only. One second. Sorry, Gaurav. On
No,
a
no, no.
similar point, I just want everybody to maybe give one advice which they feel, one top advice they feel for the next year students. So Gaurav, you continue with what ma'am asked. And usi related mein, everybody can think of one advice which they want to give to the next year child. If they're like 7 months away from CAT, what should be they doing? Yeah, Gaurav, please continue.
Yeah, sir, I would say कि first for the students, first know yourself कि तुम 2 या 3 boats में इकट्ठे ride कर सकते हो या नहीं. Have you done that earlier in your life? I had done it क्योंकि I have studied for CFA, had done my work X and everything together. तो मुझे पता था कि I can do it. So it's not a big deal. But अगर आपने पहले कभी भी नहीं करा, historically you have been just focusing on just one thing, so that won't be the right time. Just know yourself कि whether you would actually be able to do it or not. क्योंकि देन इट्स अ फ्यूटाइल अटेम्प्ट, तो कैट भी रह जाएगा और उस सर्टिफिकेट का भी कुछ फायदा नहीं होगा.
Others, please.
Okay, adding to Gaurav's point, I would also like to advise the candidates, the aspirants for next year CAT and so on, that don't make CAT your entire personality, or don't focus entirely, don't make it the center of your universe. While it's important, you should just know what the controllables are in your hands. So be honest with your prep, be disciplined. Again, motivation is very short-term thing. Discipline takes you further. And again, do not have too many expectations, because that just adds to the pressure. So I have known, brilliant people who on the day of the CAT could not perform well. While they deserved a higher percentile, they underperformed. So I personally went in with zero expectations, and surprisingly, or again, I think the reason I didn't take, the reason I scored better was because I did not take a lot of pressure. So that would be my few cents.
Oh, nice.
Add upon, I would say कि for those aspirants who are 7 months away from the CAT, I would suggest कि थोड़ा एग्जाम को पढ़ो rather than studying for the exam. CAT एक ऐसा एग्जाम है जिसमें जिस स्ट्रेटेजी से आप अटेम्प्ट करते हो वो बहुत मैटर करता है. हर एग्जाम में हर DILR सेक्शन में आपको 4 सेट सॉल्व करने की जरूरत नहीं है. आप किसी DILR सेक्शन में 2 सेट सॉल्व करके भी 99% ला सकते हो, बट दैट डिपेंड्स ऑन हाउ द एग्जाम पैटर्न और द स्ट्रक्चर इज आइडेंटिफाइड. तो एग्जाम को थोड़ा पढ़ो और उसके बाद एग्जाम के लिए पढ़ो. दैट helps solve a lot of issues and improve your efficiency in the long run.
I remember in our earlier conversation, Arka, you had mentioned this thing, that pattern. आपने बोला pattern को पढ़ो, pattern समझो.
Yes, that's very crucial, I feel.
Cool. Next. Go on, guys.
I
And
think
also
Okay, go ahead, Kashish.
yeah. So, and also to add on to it, like, don't delay your mocks. Just don't delay it, because like at the end of the day, DILR sets, even if you don't solve in mocks, you have to solve them because there are unseen sets. So give it with mocks. You will be able to analyze under time pressure, how are you able to perform? And if you're not able to perform well in DILR, say, then what impact does it have on quants? So it'll help you assess your overall strategy and pattern, the way your mind works. So I did this mistake. I delayed mocks for a very long period of time. Hopefully, touch wood, I was able to like do away with it. I was able to perform, but then that's not the case every time, and every time luck will not be by your side. So just don't delay mocks.
Actually, I have a different perspective on this. So a lot of people, actually everyone told me to start with mocks right from Feb, March, everything. And I don't think so actually. I think कि concepts बनाओ, पहले अच्छे से पढ़ाई करो, क्योंकि Feb, March से ही अगर mocks देने लग जाओगे, you like quants में you don't know 80% of the things, and you're just sitting there mocks कर रहे हो, 2 घंटे waste हो रहे हैं बेकार में. So just focus on studies first. पहले अच्छे से concepts बनाओ. Last के 4 महीने बहुत है. मॉक्स देने हैं चलेगा. मेरे को लगता है कि इफ यू हैव टू गेट द पैटर्न ऑफ दैट एग्जाम, 10 मॉक्स में समझ में आ जाएगा क्या चल रहा है. हाँ, अगर ये जानना है कि वेयर यू आर लैकिंग व्हाट ऑल, 20 मॉक्स भी चलेंगे. बट आई थिंक यू कैन इजीली डू दैट इन 3-4 months. कॉन्सेप्ट्स ही नहीं पता होंगे तो मॉक्स स्टार्टिंग से ही लाइक जैन फेब मार्च.
So to sum up, what you are saying, and अर्का दीप्ता का भी उसमें डालने का मतलब मुझे ये समझ में आ रहा है कि पहले concepts, right? And then like study the pattern with the help of PYQs and whatever, and then mocks, जैसे कि आपने बोला है ना, और mocks and PYQs together. Okay, cool, got it. Nice.
And I think just one last thing would be probably, as you are nearing your exams, is to stop comparing. A strategy that would probably work for me may not work for others, or vice versa. And I think that was something that had to face a lot because I had other peers who were also preparing, and obviously we were discussing. And something that worked for them did not work for me, or they were probably scoring better than me due to whatsoever reasons. And that ended up being balanced out on the final day, right? So I think do not compare yourself. You should just trust your process and the way you're preparing, and I'm sure that'll eventually work out for you on the final day, rather than just trying to blindly follow someone else who's had some kind of strategy that's worked for him. So I think that was an important point. Yeah.
I think
Also,
adding
I
on to
think
what, I'm so sorry. So adding on to what Aditi said, I think for a period of 7 months, it's very important that you show up on days even when you don't feel like. कि नहीं कर रहा आज मन छोड़ देते हैं 1-2 घंटा ही कर लो बिकॉज कभी नहीं पता वो चीज आगे जाके कौन से दिन की चीज तुम्हें एग्जाम डे पे काम आ जाए क्योंकि पर्सनली इन क्यूए एज वेल आई हैड लेफ्ट अ वेरी मेजर चंक ऑफ ज्योमेट्री बट एक दिन एक क्वेश्चन किया था एंड वही एग्जैक्ट कॉन्सेप्ट लग गया और मेरा वो क्वेश्चन सही हो गया एग्जाम में तो आई थिंक 1 घंटा ही सही जिस दिन नहीं मन कर रहा है कुछ कर ही लो क्योंकि लॉन्ग रन में वो तुम्हारे ही काम आने वाला है और किसी को फायदा नहीं है तुम्हें ही होने वाला है उसका फायदा एट द एंड
And I think along with concept building and giving mocks, I think the main thing to do as well is doing mock analysis, something that I had focused on a lot in the previous session as well. So like just mock देके और concept पढ़ के कोई फायदा नहीं होने वाला. Give mocks, you will make some mistakes obviously because you're a human, and try not to get demotivated by those mistakes and just learn from them because learning happens when you make mistakes. So yeah.
To add to that, I've seen a lot of people that they start comparing their self-worth to their mock score. So you are not your mock score. It is just a method for you to be able to see where you're going wrong and just for you to work on that. So do not start saying कि अच्छा मेरा mock score कम है, I'm not good, I won't be able to do it. That is one phase that I had during my preparation, and it really, pulled me back from doing good for quite a long time. And then, then it makes you struggle a lot. So do not let your self-worth be defined by your mock score. That is just a means for you to know where to.
Um, so I would say that everyone has talked about mocks. So I would say even after the mocks when you are preparing for the interview also, uh, like Gaurav also told, know yourself. For any interview, it's the most important thing to know yourself, because at the end of the day, when people are judging the interview panel, whatever they are sitting, they are not there to reject you outright. They are wanting to talk to you. They want to understand you, how you think. Like, is there any structure why you feel? If you're able to justify even the like weirdest answer that you give, I think they will be very impressed. So I would say always know yourself, understand what you like. If you're writing some hobbies, like for me it was books and movies, so my whole Calcutta interview went on with books, like what would you want, which books you have read, can you put some leadership points from what of the books you have read, and anything. So for me it was that I knew what I was talking about. My hobbies, I knew that I liked books and I was reading it for the last like 5-6 years, and so it was very natural for me to talk about that. So I would always say, know yourself better, know yourself that this is the thing that I'm good at, this is the things that I want my interview to go on, and that's what you write on the SOP, and that's what you want the interview to go on. But if obviously it's not in your hands where the interview goes, so I would always say that keep a modest attitude, bring some humility, don't like be a very over smart in your interviews. Always speak with politeness, whatever they ask, listen properly. And this whole process of CAT and the interview process is always like, CAT is a rejection, I would say, and interview is a selection process. And so be calm throughout the whole process of the interview and the CAT, and prepare with your strong mind. You will need a strong will, to for this whole journey of 7-8 months, whatever you are doing, for even for one attempt. So I would say, like, don't compare. Everyone is told, don't compare, get your mocks, but whenever you start for 4 months or 5 months, whatever suits you. And don't take any toppers tips on a blind note. I would say everyone is, they made their own pattern, have their own strategy throughout the process. I woke up at 4:30. Many people will take the mock at night, so that doesn't matter. Don't follow me, I would say. Take out whatever you want, whatever suits you, and then focus on that particular strategy and like follow it throughout the journey. Be true to yourself, whatever you're doing, and I think at the end it's always be like whatever will get the result that you want, I would say.
Acha, there's a student out there, guys. Shie naam hai, and he's saying, ask them when did they start studying, which month. So take over, guys. Like whoever wants to tell. Matlab, the students are confused about like how many months are good enough. Yeah.
For me,
So
it
I'm a
was
repeater. So I started preparing from Jan 2024.
Same for me. Same
for
thing.
me it was
Public has done like a 2-year thing. That's okay. Others?
I am also a repeater.
March 2024 thing. So
I
again,
was
2 years.
also studying for 2 years.
For me, it was May 2025.
So May 2025. So somebody who exactly right now is looking to start, right?
Yes, correct.
Perfect.
I
Anshul.
started in August, July and August.
Oh, July and
2025.
August. Who's that? Sorry, Kashish. Kashish,
I
Kashish
started
की
very
बात
late.
मत
That's
सुनो.
what
You
I'm
need to
saying.
start
That's what
earlier.
I'm saying from the very beginning. I started very late. Luck was with me. I was able to go through it, but just
No,
like
you. I'm sure you worked hard. Yeah. Kashpi, what about you? When did you start?
So I'm still in college, so I had to balance classes along with CAT preparation. So I started my preparation in February 2025.
Okay, that's good enough. Cool. So around 8 to 10 months is what everybody is given for CAT, approximately. And some of you all have given like 5, 6 months, 7 months. So what we keep saying, telling others that 7 months is like a good time. If you're giving 7 months for CAT, I think, in fact, Raj sir और मेरा ये पहले भी एक दो बार discussion हुआ है Raj sir, right? कि 6 to 7 months dedicatedly if you give, I think it's really good enough. Nice. That's nice.
Yes, ultimately the intensity that you work with, whatever duration you have, right, and the hold on that intensity for a longer duration, right? So, I mean, some of these children have done it in those who could not come today. Out of them, also, there are some who have done work for only for 3 months. Some have worked for 2 years. So it's a wide range. You know, as one child said, they do not follow what they have done. Get some ideas from different people. Look at the work, kind of work, amount of work, intent that they have shown. Look at those things, combine all those things and see how much work you can do. Do not look for a way out. Mostly the purpose of asking these questions is to get a tool, to get a way out, that a shorter way of something, or doing less work and getting more result. That is what children expect when they ask such questions कि कितना ड्यूरेशन होना चाहिए, क्या करना चाहिए. नहीं, वो तो नहीं वर्कआउट होगा. मैं तो ऐसा बोलूंगा, जिस जिसने जो जो बोला काम किया वो सब करो. So, I mean, obviously, then the chances of performing better will always go high, will always become better, irrespective of profile, irrespective of the starting point, irrespective of the education background, irrespective of the state, language, anything. That is what I would believe, and I will always believe. I'll stick to that. And you guys have proven every belief of mine, right? I'm really proud of you, and I'm very happy. And you know, I get emotional very easily. So in between, बीच में एक दो बार मेरे आंखों में आंसू भी आए. And I'm really happy to see all you guys do really well. Do not let this to get to your head. अब मैं कहीं ना कहीं एक बार तोड़ ही देता हूँ, नहीं तो आज भी ये बोल ही दिया. So do not let it get to your head. Still talk to your friends in exactly the same manner. जो वही बदमाश अंशी या बच्ची काशवी या सीरियस सम्यक जैसे थे वैसे ही रहना, है ना. कभी ये दिमाग में नहीं आने देना, अरे अब तो मैं आम कोलकाता में हूँ, ऐसा वाला नहीं आने देना, है ना. यू गाइस आर रियली गुड, हैव रियली डन वेल. So have your, peers, so have your parents, so have your teachers. I mean, thoda sa hi sahi. Okay, so just be humble, be grounded. There is a lot more ground to cover. You have so many things to do. You guys are going to be with creators. Remember, I hope you remember the definition, my definition of creators. You have entered that club now. So it brings a lot of responsibility as usual. तो ज्ञान नहीं देंगे ज़्यादा अभी. I just wanted to share that I am very emotional and very happy to see all you guys. All the best, my darling children.
Acha, there's a query from Shubham Kumar Das, and he has reiterated, so I had better take it up. He says, can we complete the syllabus right now? Working professional, average student. What do you have to say, guys? Somebody take up
Right now, matlab?
please. Matlab, can we complete the syllabus right now? Means what he means is like if we start right now, can we complete the syllabus in the next 7 months? And he is a working pro, so he's talking about time management and average student. He's not like absolutely clear with the concepts. So go ahead. One of you can just.
मल्टीटास्किंग करना होता है मैम, मतलब वर्किंग प्रोफेशनल्स अगर आप होते हो तो यू नीड टू मींस you can't let go of that segment as well, but you need to redirect your focus on this segment equally well by cutting out your attention here and there which you earlier used to invest. So आप मतलब the thing is you can't plan out parties or something, you have to forgo something like दोस्तों के साथ weekend पे chill out करना या फिर something late night तक रुकना या doing this and that, वो छोटे छोटे चीजों को cut out करके you can redirect that time into preparing for yourself. Like मेरा तो ऑफिस टाइमिंग 12 से 10 तक रहता था, सो पोस्ट दैट आई यूज्ड टू sit for mocks and then used to analyze it late at night. So you need to cut out time, you need to cut out segments where you can effectively analyze, and that's how you should ideally structure. So timing is not a problem, you just need to prioritize your time. It's about a matter of prioritization, what you effectively bring it into play, and that's how it goes.
I would say that you can easily complete your syllabus, and secondly, your MBA starts way before your actual MBA. So any which ways, you have to do this kind of multitasking in your MBA. So if you're not made for it, you won't ever be able to get into it. So start doing it.
Very true, very true. I so like that point, Gaurav, because in my class, when I'm like, when I try to give that chiding to my students, तो मैं यही कहती हूँ, मैं कहती हूँ, पहले तो ना यार grow up, start thinking like professionals. मतलब अभी भी आप क्लास में बैठ रहे हो and you are asking things like, ये कितनी बार करूँ, ये कैसे करूँ, ये कैसे करूँ. So do you expect to reach the IIMs? Do you expect to be a future manager then? So you have to start changing your mindset. Very well said, Arka and Gaurav. Shubham in the audience, I hope that answers your query. So you have to come out of your comfort zone, Shubham, and prioritize things and maybe forego some things that you can actually manage without. और जैसे अर्का ने बोला, if you're a working pro, वो आप एकदम ignore तो नहीं कर सकते, उसको आपको रखना तो पड़ेगा ही, right? Okay. और शेयर दैट प्रोफाइल. अच्छा, रिशु आके कह रहा है कैन एवरीवन प्लीज शेयर द प्रोफाइल. नहीं नहीं, हम यहाँ प्रोफाइल नहीं खेल रहे हैं. 10-12 ग्रेड ऐसा नहीं खेल रहे हैं बिल्कुल भी. अब इनका हो गया है काम. एंड प्रोफाइल के पीछे आप मत जाओ रिशु. स्टार्ट प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर योर कैट एंड स्टार्ट वर्किंग फॉर योर इंटरव्यू. अच्छा, देयर इज वन थिंग दैट आई वुड रियली लाइक टू आस्क एंड आई वांट योर इनपुट्स गाइस, क्योंकि ये चीज ना बच्चे इग्नोर कर देते हैं जनरली. What is it that worked for you in the interview? ये मुझे भी जानना है personally. Like if you just talk about one thing that really worked, I mean, it can be your knowledge base, it can be your communication skills, it can be your, what should I say, HR questions ko master karna, or it can be your EQ questions pe grasp, it can be, I don't know, whatever, your equanimity under pressure. I really want to know, guys, what is it? What is that one thing?
I can tell one thing actually.
Please go
So
ahead.
I believe I'm not a smart person. I'm just a hard worker. So I created 6 notebooks, one for topic, like one one was for my graduation, like I did economics. One was for economics. Second was for finance because I'm from finance background. Then I got into third was GK. And fourth was about geography, countries, what is geopolitics, basically what is happening in which country and where, and then so on and so forth. History, like what great people have done in the history. Last was hobbies and my personality. So I just kept writing it. So that started from 1st Jan, and I kept doing it for 4 months. So you used to write it, repeat it, and do that kind of preparation in mock interviews. I I lied in few of my mock interviews and got caught like really fast. So I got to know that I even don't know myself. So I created one notebook just for the personality, what I actually do and what's the lie that I've created in my mind that I do. So I have to just distinguish and keep it to the complete true story, because the people of faculty and the people in the panel, they have been doing that for 30 years. They'll know in a blink that you are lying about something.
My goodness, that is so inspiring, Gaurav. I mean, the kind of hard work that you have done. Audience out there, यार यही है, this is the thing that makes winners. मतलब और आप क्या समझ रहे हो कि इन्होंने बैठ करके like चिकन विकन रोस्ट खाया, तंदूरी खाया and they kind of got through? नहीं. कैसा हार्ड वर्क किया है इस बच्चे ने, सीरियसली मेंटेन्ड बुक्स एंड कॉपीज एंड सब में अलग अलग चीज लिखा, लास्ट में तो एक अलग कॉपी बनाया कि गौरव कौन है, he didn't know himself so well, how smart, cool, that was really nice, very insightful. और बताओ बच्चों प्लीज,
I
क्या?
think learning the art of selling yourself is very important because you as a person may have done a lot of things in life. You would have certain hobbies, you are working somewhere, and some certain other projects that you would have done. So how well you can articulate your thoughts and how well you communicate those thoughts in that limited time period makes the difference. You would have a lot to say, but the way you say it and how you put it through, I think that makes all the difference. So learning the art to sell yourself is very important.
So what did you do? That is what, like, एकदम crisply हमें बताओ, आपने extra क्या किया?
So again, nothing new. So I was again enrolled with the GDPI course with iQuanta. So I think sitting with the mentors really helped because I asked them to grill me, and they would keep on asking me cross questions. So if I was unable to answer certain questions regarding my work ex or regarding certain of my other hobbies, so I think I would make a note of that, and then I would set my story straight accordingly to the pointers that were mentioned by the mentors. So just keep tweaking your answers, prepare a lot of drafts. I agree with Gaurav. You should have multiple drafts to a lot of your answers and just see what works. You should have a 30-second answer ready. You should have a 60-second answer ready. You should also be ready to expand your answers to like 90 seconds as well. So have all kinds of drafts ready and just see what works, what doesn't, and keep improving with every mock interview. So
That's amazing. That's amazing insight. Guys, somebody else, please. भले आप
Yeah,
साथ
so
ना बोलो,
I
but
had work ex. I had 2 years of work ex. So most of my interviews went towards my work ex कि तूने काम में क्या किया. So just have a clear knowledge of what projects you have done or what technology you have used in the project, and if you have used some. So I worked with machine learning, right? So I had end-to-end knowledge of what machine learning is from the very basic, what kind of machine learning model has to be used with different types of data sets and so on and so forth. So I think having a proper knowledge about your work-ex, if you have proper work-ex, I think that is very important to have.
okay, that's great. That's great. So
Yes.
he says that your work X, if you have that work X, it's better that you know it inside out. Yeah, go on, guys. Somebody else?
Yes, exactly. Even I prepared around my work ex, and I also had this whole current affairs notebook that I was preparing because there are a lot of topics. So it's always better to jot down things so that you can recall faster, and jotting down those things in your own words so that you are able to understand. So that is one thing that I did. Apart from that, yes, I also based it around my work ex. And if you have a lot of things to cover, so for example, I'm a CA and there are a lot of subjects that we study in our curriculum, right? So it's not possible to like know each and every bit of everything. So in those situations, you should always be ready with what you have actually done practically, say in your articleship or when you were actually practically applying it somewhere. So all of that, if you have some clarity, so that will be, I mean, great for your interviews.
I
Nice.
think in addition to what Kashish also said, while you have your notes and everything ready, I think it's also very important for you to actually speak it out loud and not try it the first time during your interviews. Writing a draft versus actually saying it and the way you want it to come out, I think that really differs, and that will only come if you continuously practice, either in front of the mirror or just having a voice recorder, just to understand how it sounds being on the other side. So I think all of that also should just ultimately culminate. And I think lastly, you really have to be yourselves in the interviews. I think someone else also mentioned that they realize in a minute that you're trying to fake it or you're just trying to say it for the sake of it. So if you don't know anything, it's perfectly fine for you to not know it. I don't think anyone there is judging you for not knowing it. You're not the trained professionals there yet. That's exactly why you're going to do an MBA. So it's okay for you to not know a lot of things. You just have to have a way of tackling those questions, being polite about it, humble about the fact that you do not know it, but that is something that you look up to, or you look up later when you go back. So I think that is also something that really helped me in my interviews.
Good, good. Nice point. So actually, what students don't realize is the logic behind all of this. I mean, the interview. See, when those interviewers are sitting there, all my audience, they are looking for future managers. Okay, and future managers should have a holistic personality. I mean, that holistic thing they want, the whole package. They're not looking for like somebody who was just a bookworm and somehow kind of, managed to score 99 points something. If you're not able to speak over there, what kind of a person will you be there at the campus? And what will you bring to the community? That is what they're looking for. They have to have the best minds studying there. That is why people get eliminated and some people get selected. Any other insight besides what already has been spoken about?
I think the one thing that really worked for me was not to get nervous because in a few of the interviews might try to put you into situations where you might fumble or say something that entirely does not make sense. So I think the best thing to do is to take a step back, take a breath, and even if you want, you can ask them for a few minutes to think about it. And if still you can't come up with an answer, just don't get nervous because they catch it very quickly and then they start, fixating on certain things. It happened to me also in an interview. And the thing, they actually pointed this out later that, I did not get nervous at all. I was very calm throughout, even though I did not know around 6 to 7 of their questions. But yes, I think it's like believe in yourself, whatever you know, present it very nicely. Rest, let's see what happens.
So you are saying that 6 to 7 questions, like in 6 to 7 questions, you got stuck.
Yes, ma'am. So it was actually my Shillong interview, and they had one of the professors was asking me questions about China a lot. And I was not aware of those things. So I humbly kept saying, sorry, sir, I don't know about this. I'll have to read. So then he switched to India, and I was confident about everything that he was asking me about. So it wasn't a problem as such. He was fine
But
with it.
that is something very interesting, audience. I hope you heard that point. No need to faff over there. Because earlier, one of the students said that, of course, the interviewers sitting there are like quite experienced. They are seasoned people over there. So they can see instantly that you're faffing, you're bluffing. So if you don't know, it's okay. And then they will change the topic, they can move on. So that's a good one. Now, hang in there, guys. There is a person here in the audience, Robov. I really don't know what your real name is, but you have been spamming here. You are saying good evening everyone. क्या कोई मुझे help? मैंने अच्छा कल ही कोर्स परचेज किया है क्वांटा समझ नहीं आ रहा कहाँ से स्टार्ट करूँ सिलेबस ओके Robof, you don't need to panic actually because if you have taken the course you are in safe hands. So we are going to start the classes next week. Okay, the proper classes of batch 2. So you really don't need to panic. Maybe you can just get started with some videos that are already there on the app, or maybe you can check the what do you call the foundation modules and
The
all.
booster sessions also, ma'am, we have, no?
Pardon, sir, come again.
The booster sessions which we've conducted, these
Yeah,
are.
exactly. We have been doing booster sessions, so you can maybe just check those as part of your subscription. Of course, that's there. So get started. No need to panic. We will take care of the rest. Amit sir, anything else that you would like to ask the toppers?
No, I think, ma'am, we've covered most of the things. I think students who really now, even the Raj sir says motivation is nothing, discipline is important. But जो first day का motivation चाहिए, वो आज शायद काफी लोगों को मिला होगा.
I know, that is good. All done, I think, more or less sorted. So, of course, it goes without saying that we at iQuanta are super proud of you guys. And in case somebody in the audience thinks that we are just trying to flaunt some results over here, like, or maybe we have kind of bought these results. Had we been buying results, we would have bought so many of them, like maybe 100 or so. We have got that much of money and all. But guys, these are like the real genuine gems that we have produced. And trust me, iQuanta works very hard when it comes to its product. I have been here in this company for 1 year. Like just, I think 1 week back, I celebrated my first year completion. And I'm telling you, I am super proud to be part of this community because of the product. I mean, that genuineness is there in everybody in the back office team and the educators, of course, that we have to make it like better for our students. So it goes without saying, if you are there as part of this community, you are in safe hands. So audience में भी अगर आप panic कर रहे हैं, अभी जिनको अभी मैंने जवाब भी दिया है, please do not. Okay, trust us on this, and we are going to start your classes. अभी जो हमारा batch 1 already चल रहा है, उनसे आप कभी भी पूछ सकते हो. They are getting the proper structured classes, organized classes. Like, we have our classes that kind of form chains, the links. So you get everything structured. ठीक है? So since we have covered everything, I think we can start packing up. What do you say, Amit? Sir?
Yeah, I think so. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for being here and best of luck. Have great 2 years.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Yeah,
ma'am.
thank you, ma'am.
Thank
अरे
you,
अभी
ma'am. Thank
जस्ट
you,
थोड़ी
sir.
देर पहले एक रील आई, मतलब उसमें मैंने देखा कि परिणीति का हस्बैंड आम आदमी पार्टी छोड़ करके बीजेपी पे चला गया है, लाइक इट्स क्रिएटिंग अ
Yeah,
furor
yeah.
in the country.
Along with 6 MPs.
Yeah, exactly. So
Yeah,
I
exactly.
was giggling over that. So मतलब कभी कभी ना सेंसलेस रील्स में भी एक आध बार कभी देख लेती हूँ, जैसे मैंने बोला ना बिगिनिंग में, अदिति लाइफ इटसेल्फ इज लाइक ओके ठीक है, थोड़ा सा टेक इट इजी। तो कभी कभार ना बहुत सेंसलेस रील्स भी उठा के मैं देख लेती हूँ, अच्छा क्या चल रहा है। फिर उसके बाद तो मतलब मुझे समझ में आया कि अच्छा पॉलिटिक्स इज लाइक उसी की वजह से ट्रोलिंग चल रही है एंड ऑल। सो चलो एनीवे, we are done. I think Raj, sir, anything that you would like to add in the end, or we can wrap up, whatever you say.
I am just very happy. Thank you so much,
Oh,
Children. Take
whom?
care.
Pariniti or her husband?
I didn't hear. I ignored that part.
Oh, okay. राज सर इज अ नो नॉनसेंस, बट उनको ना तो इंस्टा पसंद है ना इंस्टा के रील्स पसंद है, ठीक है?
नहीं, I like it,
हाँ,
but I am see. I keep saying this. मुझे दो चीजें, तीन चीजें मुझे इंटरेस्ट है. I
हाँ,
would focus on them. बाकी चीजें मुझे नहीं आती, जरूरत पड़ेगी आपसे पूछ लूंगा, अमित सर से पूछ लूंगा, जीत सर से हेल्प ले लूंगा, इन बच्चों से पूछ लूंगा, है ना? बाकी चीजों से मुझे फर्क ही नहीं पड़ता है. दो तीन चीजें मुझे
सीरियसली सर?
थोड़ी बहुत इंटरेस्ट है, आती है. I'll
हाँ,
focus on them. So politics मुझे बिल्कुल नहीं आती.
तो
I mean
मतलब
that's pretty visible in the
नहीं तो
words that I use, है
हाँ,
ना?
मतलब यू आर नॉट सो डिस्ट्रैक्टेड बाय द मिलियंस ऑफ डिस्ट्रैक्शंस दैट आर देयर,
Usually,
अच्छी बात है।
usually I do not get distracted.
हम्म।
But it's more than effort, it is ignorance. कि अच्छा ओहो मुझे नहीं आता. Thank you. You enjoy.
So sir
So
is
I would
following,
rather be
sir is
happy.
following JOMO, joy of missing out.
Oh yes, that's a good word. That's actually a good word. So I'm very happy for a change. And
Okay.
thank you so much, children. Take care.
Yep. Everybody, all the very best for the rocking 2 years ahead. And let's also say all the best to Amit sir, because अभी चले भी गए अमित सर, देखो डेनमार्क की तैयारी करने, नॉर्वे की तैयारी करने चले गए. So okay, shall we start packing up, guys? All of you,
Actually, in the end, just one line I would like to add.
please. Yeah.
For all the people who will be studying for CAT now,
Yeah.
just one quote: your capacity of endurance will determine your probability of success. So keep it up and keep working hard,
ये तूने
as hard
चैट
as you
जीपीटी
can.
से लिया अभी?
No.
No.
I created it. Nothing from
How
it,
cute.
because it's just one word I keep in my mind. It's about endurance. How much endurance do I have? कि किस्मत भी बोले कि भाई इसको नहीं तो फिर किसको.
गौरव, आई वाज जस्ट पुलिंग योर लेग। जो लोग भी मतलब मेरी क्लासेस में रहे हैं, आपको पता है कि मैं बीच में ना इसी तरह से लाइक आई जस्ट कीप saying something or the other just to pull your leg. But yes, the thing that you said just now, that hit home with me. इसको नहीं तो फिर किसको? इसके लिए तो भाई
Exactly.
किस्मत भी बोले कि इसके लिए तो अबे रेड कारपेट बिछा के बुला भाई, इसके लिए तो प्राइवेट जेट भेज के बुला भाई, इसको नहीं तो किसको? ऐसी तकदीर लिखो अपनी, राइट?
Exactly.
So anybody
मैम
else, कुछ भी parting words?
मतलब वही कैट स्प्रिंट नहीं है, कैट मैराथन है, इसको याद रखना है.
Huh, cat is a marathon. True. Anything else, guys, before we actually call it a night?
I actually have another quote, which was something that was written on one of my hostel rooms. It said, "Pain exists, but suffering is a choice." So pain exists, the pain of getting low marks that exists, but suffering through it is a choice.
The
So
way you look at it, that is what
yeah,
is. Yes. तो उसी पे जो
take
तुम बोल रहे हो ना, उसी पे मुझे याद आता है कि एक इधर उधर कहीं कोट देखा था मैंने, टहलता हुआ कोट, कि प्रॉब्लम्स आर लाइक, एक्चुअली क्या है वो, कुछ तो ऐसा है ना कि 1% इज द प्रॉब्लम एंड 99% इज योर परसेप्शन, समथिंग ऑफ दैट सॉर्ट, कुछ तो देखा है मैंने इधर उधर. सो दैट समथिंग लाइक दैट, कि हाँ, इट ऑल डिपेंड्स ऑन यू, हाउ यू लुक एट इट. So the pain, the suffering and all is there. That's what you said. But it just depends on you. Quite philosophical यार. मतलब इसमें तो Socrates, Chomsky सब मर गए सुन करके तुम्हारा इतना philosophical thought. Cool. So वैसे तो तुम लोग बहुत खुश हो गए ना कि VARC में वो जो इतने philosophers हमने पढ़े, उनसे फाइनली पीछा छूटा है, हाँ. But then यहाँ पे सम्यक को रीडिंग हैबिट ऑलरेडी थी, अर्का दीप्ता को रीडिंग हैबिट हो गई है, गौरव को तो नहीं भी होगी, मुझे पक्का मालूम है रीडिंग हैबिट उतनी, कशिश को हो गई है
नहीं
reading-
मैम, no no no, I've
हाँ,
been reading for last 8 years. I read a lot of books all the time.
my
So I've
God.
read more than 100 books till now. और VRC के लिए मुझे प्रैक्टिस करने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ी उस वजह से. So whenever I used to write VRC was the only topic जिसमें last year भी 99.9 थी मेरी, and this year also I had 99.95. तो VRC I used to float. तो I love VRC.
अमेजिंग अमेजिंग, इसी पॉइंट पे मैं एंड करूंगी कि भाई देखो, गौरव इज टेलिंग यू वेरी क्लियरली ओवर हियर, बिकॉज ऑफ हिज रीडिंग ही डिड नॉट हैव टू प्रिपेयर। ये जब मैं सुबह शाम भौंकती हूँ बोलती हूँ, इट डजंट हिट होम विद एनीबॉडी। उसके बाद भी लोग मुझे मैसेज करके पूछते हैं, मैम रीडिंग अब हो गई मेरी, अब रोक दूं क्या? सो गाइज, इट इज बिकॉज ऑफ हिज रीडिंग दैट ही वाज नेवर वरिड अबाउट वीआरसी। रीडिंग ही एक ही चीज है वीआरसी में, और कुछ नहीं है। If you have that solid base ना, you just need to sit with me for 2 months, that's it। जितने tips techniques अला बला सब आ जाएगा उसमें, but if you have got that solid reading, that's it, nothing can stop you।
And just one more thing for VRC, actually, I've
Yeah।
seen a lot of people uh, telling people that you should focus on 3 questions out of 4
Hmm.
reading comprehensions, all over that. I never do that. So I attempt all of the questions every time. And even after attempting all the questions, I am generally left with 2 more minutes just
Yeah।
for myself. So if you are good at reading and you are good at comprehending things, you won't have to worry about your speed and everything.
I know,
Because generally, even for every comprehension, I used to do it in 6.5 minutes, along with questions and everything. So I used to make a target of कि आज 5.5 मिनट में करना है, I should complete it in 6 minutes. तो अगर 6 minutes में एक comprehension हो गया तो it's just 24 minutes for 4 comprehensions, and इतना सारा टाइम बचता है VA के लिए कि मजा ही आ जाता है करके.
absolutely। All right guys, everyone, each and every one of you, once again all the best। Thank you so much for joining us today। It was a haseen sham, a sham well done, I can say। So have a great 2 years ahead। Raj sir, would you like to wrap it up with your golden words?
अब बस मेरा बहुत हो गया, बस बच्चों ने भी बहुत सुन लिया। सो आई जस्ट एज आई सेड अर्लियर, कांग्रेचुलेशन
am I audible,
एंड
ma'am?
आई एम वेरी हैप्पी।
Yes, you are, of course, go ahead।
हाँ, तो काफी अच्छा सेशन था। जस्ट वन लास्ट थिंग, सेल इज स्टिल लाइव फॉर द बैच 2। ठीक है,
Hmm।
एंड 9 o'clock तक रहने वाला है। तो जो भी व्यूअर्स हैं, इफ यू वांट
Hmm।
टू इनरोल,
Hmm।
लाइक यू हैव लास्ट कितना 30 minutes एंड ऑल। ठीक
Hmm।
है, तो उसमें इफ अभी अगर आप इनरोल करते हो तो देर इज अ फ्लैट 10,000 रुपीज ऑफ, जो कि लाइक द हाइएस्ट फॉर दिस बैच। एंड ऑब्वियसली नेक्स्ट वीक से बैच स्टार्ट भी हो रहा है, तो अगर आप आज ज्वाइन करते हो तो यू विल बी स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम द वेरी फर्स्ट क्लास। तो बस ये बताना था, बाकी सेशन काफी अच्छा हुआ। वी हैव
तो
ऑलरेडी
इतना
क्रॉस।
इतना शर्मा शर्मा के क्यों बता रहे हो? शक्ल दिखाओ, ठोक के बताओ कि भाई
शक्ल
ऐसा ऐसा
दिखाना है
कुछ
क्या?
है।
मैं आऊंगा नहीं शायद ग्रिड में। दिख रहा हूँ क्या मैं?
हाँ हाँ, दिख रहे हो, as cute as always।
ठीक है, ठीक है, बस अब हो गया।
All right, चलो guys, let's call it a night। जितना भी आपकी शाम वाम बची है, go and enjoy। ठीक है, and I look forward to meeting you all again। I am Bangalore वाले, both of you, just let me know, okay? Gaurav and Samyak, we can meet for a cup of coffee and have fun।
Yeah, ma'am.
Definitely, ma'am. Thank you.
Before you guys get very busy, उसके बाद तो इतने busy हो जाते हो कि भैया उसके
अरे
बाद।
अरे मैम मैम, एक मस्त डायलॉग दिमाग में आया, बोल दूं?
हाँ हाँ,
अब
बोलो ना
अभी
sir।
मिलने मिलने की बात कर रहे थे ना।
बोलो बोलो बोलो।
आई डू नॉट वांट टू मीट एनी वन ऑफ यू गाइस, आई
अच्छा
वांट टू हियर अबाउट यू।
अच्छा, क्या बात है सर, क्या बात है। तुमसे मिलना नहीं है मुझे, तुम्हारे बारे में सुनना है मुझे, वो भी कहाँ? अखबारों में।